For 10 days, they set up camp in the Coronado National Forest just outside the border city of Nogales, Arizona.
Fox 21's Abby Burke and photojournalist Ray Harless joined the group for part of their mission. And Abby joins us now with who these men and women are. Abby.
Scott and Lauren, they are part of an organization known as the 3% United Patriots, a group that was founded right here in Colorado back in 2013. It has since grown to having chapters in all 50 states. Now, many lump patriot organizations together as one, but this group says they're not all the same, and they're also probably not what you think.
I am a high school dropout, but I also have 4 college degrees. So we're not who everybody thinks we are.
From doctors and lawyers to veterans and blue-collar workers, you might be surprised to find out who is behind all that camo.
You know, I have a city councilman on my team. I have an active duty police officer on my team. I've even asked my doc to be on my team.
Though their backgrounds vary, they all share one thing.
Firm, strong beliefs in their country.
And the willingness to fight for them.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a violent fight.
Everybody thinks we're backwoods rednecks running around acting like Rambo, and that's not the case. Most of us out here that have this kind of gear wore this gear before, you know, to serve our country and protect our country. So yeah, we're very misunderstood.
Perhaps the biggest misunderstanding, who they say they are trying to protect.
It's really in support of the other 97% who don't realize that they actually need guys like us. You know, nobody loves a warrior till you need a warrior.
You got motorcycle groups, you got like the vet riders that are Christians, and then you got the 1%er Hell's Angels. It's the same thing in patriot groups. I'd consider us the Christian motorcycle group.
This organization focuses on teaching people to become less dependent on the government and more self-sufficient.
I mean, just a couple weeks ago in Colorado, we had a beekeeping class. We have everything from extreme couponing classes to canning. We do have weapons training, everything from beginners to advanced level training, first aid training, communications training. I mean, it's anything that would help a member in any kind of disaster scenario.
And they say a disaster doesn't have to mean a government takeover.
In fact, it's more likely that you're going to have to use those skills to aid your family or your community during a natural disaster or crisis of that type.
The 3% United Patriots say they focus on community service and being good neighbors.
In Colorado, we have a very strong focus on veterans charities, and we've run coat drives, food drives.
An individual needed a roof put on their house, and we volunteered and did all the labor and bought all the materials and put a new roof on their house.
We're constantly looking for new ways to help the community.
Okay guys, fall in.
But they also train and aren't afraid to put their lives on the line, whether it's to help secure our borders or for causes they may not call their own. Right after the Orlando nightclub shooting, the 3% United Patriots provided security for Denver's Pride Fest for free.
I love you and I salute you.
We did it so that members of our community, citizens, could enjoy their rights, their right to go out and have celebrate what they want to celebrate. And it wasn't about what they believed in, and it wasn't about what they were celebrating. It was about their right to do so.
Because liberty for all is not just the ending of a pledge. It's a way of life for these individuals, and they'll do whatever is necessary to protect it.
My son has been warned. I've held him crying. 27? How do you do that? How do you do that? It's hard, really hard. Probably would do that. So, I do not want that to happen again. I do not want my daughter involved in that. I don't want my youngest son, my grandchildren. I want them to have the life I had. How I grew up. They don't have that. They're not safe anywhere. So, if not me, who? So me.
The organization says they have nothing to hide and they're open to any individual that wants to join. They don't take dues or have any membership fees, and all of the trainings they provide are free, so there are no financial barriers to people getting involved. Now, coming up tomorrow night at 9, we head out into the field for our first patrol of the border and learn why they say it's necessary for somebody to take a stand. So again, we're kind of starting this series, kicking it off tonight, letting you know who's behind the group, and then tomorrow we get into all the action.
Super interesting.
Yeah, a lot of guys and ladies, men and women out there.
They say they're very family oriented. You know, this mission was a little more dangerous, so a lot more men, but there were some women there, and they also do a lot of family activities, a lot of their other trainings, the things they mentioned, beekeeping, couponing.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
more 50 cal doesn't strike me as an extreme couponer, but you never know.
Surprises. So definitely stick with us throughout this series.
Look forward to the rest of the reports. Thanks, Abby.